Hey guys, Shukrani here, and today I'll be reviewing Pista Arcobaleno by RoyalP. The level starts off with a bright city and night sky background and very colorful blocks. The birds flying around in this part look a bit weird and messy and could be replaced with another air decoration element. I do feel like there should be more to fill in this part as it does feel a bit empty. This second segment of the part is better and feels a lot more alive with more air decoration elements and movements. At only around 8% into the level, you start transitioning into the intense drop section. Already this part impresses me with the turtle flashing the lights to start and the rotating rainbow platforms. Now, making the rotating effect is hard in the first place, but using rainbows and making an outline for it, it has to be insanely hard. The gameplay in this part, and most others, is hard to learn, but fun and satisfying to pull off. The rainbow and golden columns in the background and foreground are a nice way to fill up space and fit with the theme. One thing I noticed while beating this is that one weird cloud rainbow thing in the background, which feels strange as it's the only out of place thing in this part, really. The stars in the background look nice, especially when a bit of glow pulses on, say purple or blue, to make it look like a galaxy. This next part gives off a nice space vibe with big stars for air decoration and colorful galaxies in the background. The rotating rainbow effect comes in again, which is a reoccurring thing in this level as it is based off Rainbow Road from Mario Kart, if you couldn't tell already. The blocks feel very futuristic and like something that fits into space. The gameplay in this part is easy and extremely satisfying to pull off. The same goes for the upcoming transition into the break part. I absolutely love how well done the crystals in the ship section behind are done. These rainbow flashes on the dash orb up ahead are a really nice touch and sync to the music very well. Although I feel like I'm the only one who notices this detail. This is an awesome touch as well, going from mini to normal using a mushroom. My only critique for this part is how messy the planet art looks. And while it's not awful and needs to be fixed right away, the original in Rainbow Road by LV looked much cleaner. The arrows in this part are super creative, and I don't think I've seen any arrows done like this before. Going to this next ship section, this is one of the only points of gameplay that I find unenjoyable and awkward to play. This transition screen is extremely satisfying and the font fits well with the castle theme of the part. The gameplay in this part is some of the most fun in the level, and while it feels intense, there aren't as many inputs as some other parts. The castle theme in this part is extremely well done and reminds me of the second part in Castlemania. There are quite a few layers to this part, some up close and some far in the background, which always makes any player feel more immersed into a level. You start to exit the castle and transition into a boss section against Bowser. I think having something to follow in the boss was helpful, as the boss is confusing to learn. The boss is really intense, but not too tight and not hard to memorize, making it not too stressful for the player and making it pretty consistent with the rest of the level. Something this boss is really good at is having foreground and background elements to fill in the space, unlike most boss fights, which mostly just feature the boss art and maybe some pulses. I do wish the boss was longer though, as it only lasts maybe a little over 10 seconds and then is completely over. Although it isn't a big problem, and many levels have this problem, but the parts ahead are just as high in quality and as pleasing to look at as the boss fight. Coming into the next section, the first thing I noticed is the rotating glow rings in the background that look really cool. I do feel like the blocks contrast to the background a bit too much with the orange and yellow hues and could be switched to more blue and purplish tones to match the background. These thwomp traps are really well made and are a good reference to a part in Rainbow Road by LV, the level this is a remake of. I do notice that the hues of the blocks are more blue and purple in these next parts of the section, and it's definitely a small improvement in my opinion. Now, I just want to start talking about the next part ahead of time. This is my least favorite part in terms of gameplay. It has some really awkward timings and is super stressful. The ship part feels really weird as you can't even see the ship, and it's not a particularly easy ship section either. I died in this part 5 times while trying to beat it, which was definitely frustrating. But the decoration of this part is great, featuring some nice art and colorful blocks and air decoration. Overall, this is an awesome level, and while some things could definitely be fixed, it is overall one of my favorite demons in the game. Also, I want to take the time to appreciate this sick end animation right ahead, which isn't something that most creators make these days. If you liked the video, please subscribe, as this video took a lot of effort and time to make. That's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Peace. Shukrani out.